If you are on month 3 or about 12 weeks of breastfeeding and all of a sudden you feel like you are losing your milk supply, this is a video for you. So stick with me. Around the 3-month mark, it could be 12 weeks, 10 weeks, 14 weeks, somewhere around there, your milk regulates. So what does this mean? This means you're not going to feel things that you were feeling in the beginning. You're not going to feel engorgement. You're not going to feel super full in the morning. You likely aren't going to experience as much leaking. When you have a newborn baby and you're breastfeeding, oftentimes when you're nursing on one side, you need to wear something on the other side, whether that's a milk collector, a haka, or even just like a nursing like pad in your bra because you're leaking. Around this time, you stop leaking. So what are you thinking as a breastfeeding mom? You think, I'm losing my milk supply. Something is happening, something's going wrong, and you start to panic. I'm here to tell you, do not panic. Nobody warned you about this, so that's why I'm here to do so. When you leave the hospital, you're talking with lactation consultants about that initial latch and getting them going. You don't talk about things like the 3-month mark or when they get teeth or when we're weaning at the end. I just want to give you that reassurance that you aren't necessarily losing your supply. You are just regulating. Your body is getting used to producing milk. Now, the unfortunate part about this, if you are a working mom, this is probably right around the time you are returning to work. So panic is setting in. You think you're losing your supply. Now baby's going to daycare. You're pumping at work. You think something's going wrong. My advice to you is just pump like you would feed your baby at home. Do not pump any less. If you typically would feed your baby 3 times during that daytime period or 5 times, you need to pump those times. Other advice would be to nurse baby as much as possible. So nurse them right before you go to work, and then say you pick them up at daycare, maybe you nurse them in the car before you go home. Nurse your baby directly as much as possible to keep that milk production and like stimulation of, okay, baby's demanding milk, my body's going to supply the milk. Keep that message very clear to your body that we need to make milk, we still need to feed baby. So basically that's all I want to tell you today is that around the 12-week mark, do not assume you are losing your milk supply. Your body is regulating. If you are a stay-at-home mom, just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep feeding baby. If you're a working mom, still just keep doing what you're doing, but it may be pumping if you are away from your baby. So keep consistent. Do not panic. Do not make any huge adjustments. Try to remain as consistent as possible. I was with my babies. They went to work with me, so kind of like a stay-at-home mom, but they directly nursed. And I felt this change. I did not experience the engorgement, the leaking. That's normal. You just may not know that. People don't warn you. I did not lose my supply at all. I did not have to power pump. I did not have to do anything. I just kept directly nursing my babies and everything worked out just fine. So the message is don't panic. Everything's going to be okay. I will attach a free PDF that is about some breastfeeding, like tips, tricks, and reminders. And then also I've got some other videos on my channel about breastfeeding and things you may be looking into in the future. And then I have some articles on my website as well about breastfeeding, the various stages and ups and downs that come with the breastfeeding journey. So check out all my resources. And if you found this video helpful, please go ahead and subscribe. Have a great one, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.